The Salem witch trials may have been caused by rye bread. It's 1692 in the small Puritan village of Salem, Massachusetts. Two young girls have reported strange symptoms, including severe convulsions. The village doctor diagnoses them as bewitched. Soon, other townspeople start showing symptoms, and Salem springs to action with the deadliest witch hunt in American history. By the end of the trials in May 1693, 19 people are hanged, 1 is crushed by stones, and 5 have died in prison, all accused of being witches. Did witches really haunt the town of Salem, or was another devil at play? In 1976, a researcher at the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute found evidence that the girls' symptoms could have been due to ergotism, a disease contracted by eating infected grain. The ergot fungus can form in rye grain after a severe winter and a damp spring, conditions that historians believe struck Salem in 1691, thus affecting the next year's harvest. Here's how it works. After a rye plant contracts ergot, fungus grows and replaces shoots on the grain with sclerotia, purple-black growths that contain toxic alkaloids. Salem's residents likely assumed that the darker shoots on rye were just from overexposure to the sun, not poison. The behavior exhibited in rye-induced ergotism is exactly what people were seeing in Salem: convulsions, delusions, the sensation of something crawling under the skin, and gangrene of the extremities. Another symptom? Hallucinations. That's because lysergic acid, one of the alkaloids in ergot sclerotia, is the substance that LSD is synthesized from. It also makes sense that the Salem victims were mostly young girls. Without fully developed immune systems, they would have been more susceptible to disease compared with the adults around them. The religious village doctor likely attributed their symptoms to a known evil, witchcraft, versus an unknown one, ergotism. According to this theory, the abrupt end of the witch trials in May 1693 has a straightforward explanation. Salem ran out of the poisonous grain. But ergotism doesn't explain everything that happened in Salem. Groupthink and the power of suggestion certainly played their parts in the accusations and executions. Some historians also believe that certain members of the community, including Salem's reverend, had ulterior motives to keep villagers in line via accusations of witchery. We'll never know exactly what happened in Salem. A lot of researchers don't buy the ergotism theory. After all, Salem wasn't the only village to persecute suspected witches. But it's certainly possible that the root of Salem's problems was at the supper table.
Bless thou this food to the good of our body, and shelter us from all harm. Amen.